Welcome back to Street Race Solutions. We're in the shed, we're in the shop, we got cars on hoist. So this KLO Silver Type X 180SX behind me, some of you, probably very, very few of you, might actually know what that car is. So that car was the very first car, or one of the very first cars that we actually pulled apart on the channel. It was the very first build. It's been a long time coming to get to where it is, but it is where it is. It is on the hoist and we are working on it again. So this Type X obviously came out with an SR20, and the goal for this build is basically like an OEM plus version of the car. So how it would have come from the factory, but just better in every single way. So we have a SR 2.2 litre, so it's a 2.2 stroker, and it's got a P11 head, so it's a VET motor, which means we've got variable valve lift in the head, which should make for a very, very spicy SR20. We're aiming somewhere in the region to 700 to 800 horsepower. We should very easily get 700, and we'll probably leave the car there, and then later on in life we will turn that up for him once he's got used to it. But this will have all the features in it still. We still want to have aircon, we still want to have the heater, all that sort of stuff. We'll probably end up with some traction control, everything like that, just to make this like a really nice street car, but still feel like it came from the factory. So step one for us is going to be an underbody restoration on this thing. So the best time to do that is when there's the least amount of things in the car, which means there's less for us to pull out. So as it sits now, no engine, no gearbox, anything like that, no wiring. We're going to get everything else out of the car, which is subframes, wheels, coilovers, all that sort of stuff. And we're going to get the underbody of this thing looking as good as the top. So over to Juddy, and he's going to take you through that today.
So we clean it all up, we're going to drop all the subframes out and mask it up, and then we're going to Raptor-line all underneath it. We'll strip the subframes and K-frame apart, and we'll paint all of that as well while we're going. Just gives them better than new look underneath. Alright, we've got the Type X all masked up. Just about to get the Raptor ready, and we will give it a hit. See you soon.
What are you doing? Walter White? What's cooking?
Bit of breakfast.
Hello.
What's cooking?
Meth.
We are done. We'll just pull all the plastic off now. Well, it's still a little bit wet in case we've got any overspray, and we can just wax and grease, remove it off with no worries. All right, that is all done. All the Raptor line is complete underneath. You come through, you can have a look where we mask it up just to keep it nice and neat. It also breaks the engine bay up a little bit. We come through and we do the tunnel as well. Just makes it look a lot nicer and tidier once it's all done in there. All your little bolt holes, if you do go doing this to your own car and you don't want to have dramas putting it back together, just use some earplugs or something. Any little bolt hole that's got thread in it, otherwise you're not going to have a good time when you go to put it back together. We've got all the subframe stripped now, so we're going to go through and paint all the components off it. We do use a silver on some bits just to break it up a little bit, otherwise it's just too black underneath the car. So once we get that done, we'll put some solid cradle bushes in it and then we'll start to get all the suspension back underneath the car.
We have two wild gingers trying to put us into a subframe.
One very cross,
And,
one has no angle.
Try to see how that thing has to go.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah.
Love the supportive workplace.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing so well, Dustin.
Oh, we're so close, Justin.
Oh,
We're nearly home.
The 180's back on the ground, it's all complete. Well, not complete, but the underbody restoration side is. It's got all brand new billet Voodoo 13 adjustable arms front to rear in this. Brand new slotted rotors, reconditioned calipers, fresh paint on them. The OG TE37s in bronze, wrap them in new rubber. They are a stake in the front and rear, so this runs a 17 on the front, 18 on the back. So that's where we're at with this one at the moment. Next stage from here, we're going to start assembly. We'll probably get the motor in there first, and then we'll finish up with all the little niggly bits and pieces and go from there. So keep an eye out on the next couple of episodes on this one.